place. I just take a sip, but it's spit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me. Got a brand new visor. Yeah, you're friend smart, but my boy's wiser. Yeah, get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, 'cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool. I don't know what we have. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard a flare gun. I'm ready to race.
PA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, Goff. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
3rd and 2, Goff. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Ball carrier.
A tough run there for Cam Akers, the rookie out of Florida State. And while he had some experience in that while in college, remember the Rams offensive line was inconsistent last year too. They're trying to get better. But while he was in college, oftentimes he would hesitate maybe a little bit too long behind the line of scrimmage, looking for the big run. Here in the NFL, put your foot in the ground, get your shoulders down, and get what you can.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
A gain of 30.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more there and another first down.
11-yard line.
Well, there's the flash and dash that Rams fans got used to during the Todd Gurley era, but with Todd in the rearview mirror, here's Cam Akers, the rookie out of Florida State, and he can exhibit the same type of ability. Running, cutting, can catch the ball in the backfield. I think he'll be a better pro than a collegiate player because I believe he'll get better blocking and show his talents. And in Sean McVay's offense, he'll get the ball often.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. They'll look to run with Akers. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Rams 7, 49ers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, a battle for here, and this will be caught. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup at 25. First down carry by Elliott. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Garoppolo. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6. At the
line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. On the give, this is Akers. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Made at the 36-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Rams 7, 49ers nothing.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Goff. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On the counter, this is Akers. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 22.
Cooper Kupp had a big season in 2019. Also saw the emergence of tight end Tyler Higbee for the Rams. He really jumped up his game about the last month of the season. But when it came time to ring the bell and get into the end zone, the Rams still looked towards Kupp. 10 touchdowns in 2019. Runs his routes with great precision and intelligence.
Goff throwing complete to Kupp. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A very solid gain of 27.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cooper Kupp, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The tackle made.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. The 20. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They give him a gain of 38. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run here with Akers. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there, and 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Akers. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Rams 21, 49ers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 56 Mike.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
56 in your face.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The final shot before break here. Goff. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. His throw's going to be incomplete. That one broken up by David Long on the defensive end.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
2-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Taken down right at the
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
First and 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Right at the line.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, 49ers. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Tackle made.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll run here with Akers. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Again, the ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2 for 1, 2 for 1. Value 3, value 3.
Now the 6-year man from Texas, this is Malcolm Brown. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 32. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
This is third down.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
This will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
At the 43-yard line, a gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Elliott. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Open man, here's Foster. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Seven yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
50-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, watch it.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Complete to George Kittle.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
49ers.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand the field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
The tackle made at the...
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
First down.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
The tackle by D.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Going right back to Akers. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll run on first down with Akers. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, You think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for LA, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? So I asked, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, hey, look at my dogs. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light year just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went. Things ain't been the same. Things